Hi, my name is Braelan and I'm a special ed teacher in Massachusetts. I don't know if you guys are like me, but right now there are so many thoughts swirling around in my head during this back to school time. Thoughts like being remote or being in person or doing a hybrid model. I've also been struggling with the idea of focusing on academics, making sure that my students make up all of the skills they lost during this remote learning time. And all of that can feel a little bit overwhelming, especially during this time of a pandemic and all of the social justice issues that are being brought to light. I'm realizing that if I'm having a hard time with this, then my students might also be having a hard time with this. All of these thoughts help me to realize that social emotional learning and the acquisition of social emotional skills is probably an incredible place to start when planning my back to school time. I started to realize that I wanted to support my students as they started to gain confidence, recognize their emotions, learn how to manage their emotions, be able to grow in their social skills, make great relationships, find safe places where they can share their feelings, their thoughts, and where they can learn to ask for help. All of those things were so important and are still important to the classroom. But I had to stop for a second and do a little self-reflection and realize that if I'm going to teach this to my students, then I also need to make sure that I'm emphasizing it in my own life. As an educator who's about to enter a school year with a lot of unknowns, I need to be working and growing in my own social emotional learning, learning how to build really great, healthy working relationships, practicing self-care, recognizing my own emotions, being able to communicate them well, being able to be an incredible educator to some really awesome students. Through all of this time, as I prepare to go back to school, it's really giving me a lot of confidence and helping me realize that this teacher community has been so creative, so resourceful, and so resilient.